Hello everybody, welcome to another quick video. And you find us today getting close to sunset on Cleethorpes beachfront. Seafront, promenade, something like that anyway. It's not really on the sea, it's on the estuary, but yeah, minor details. But what we're doing today, I've got my new Olympus 45mm f1.8 lens with me. So a full frame equivalent about a 90mm. Going to do some slight street, slight coastal, just basically have a bit of a play. Nice and fast, so it'd be ideal for when the sun starts to go down properly. But the whole thing for today is black and white by the sea at 45mm. Let's go see what's out there. I suppose one of the first questions would be, why the hell have I bought another lens? Well, essentially this is something that I was mulling over. I was chatting to David Flower, pop a link to his channel down below, about the fact that he likes doing a lot of his street stuff at 45mm. It gives you that bit more separation, so you're not really in people's faces. Now that to me is my sort of street photography. I prefer it to be a little bit more distant, a little bit more detached, so you're not really sort of affecting people and they don't really react to you as much, which is quite handy, because really if you're doing a street shot you want something a little bit more candid. Bear with me 1 second. Pop that up now for you. It's quite nice because for me, if you're doing like candid streets, you don't want your subject really to know what you're doing. Because that then wouldn't be candid street, that would be more sort of playing towards the camera. Great if you're doing street portrait, but not if you're doing just stuff that, you know, you're looking at people in the distance and you want to try and just grab a quick shot, just basically sort of telling their life, as it were, through your lens. So that's what I thought, yeah, I'll give one a try. They're not massively expensive, they're not super cheap, but they're not massively expensive, and they are super clean. It's not a pro lens, but it's super clean. So I thought, right, pick one up, have a bit of a play. As I said, we're in Cleethorpes at the moment. We're actually on the way back down from Bempton Cliffs, doing some fantastic stuff. Put shot up now, one of the ones that got barn owl that were floating around yesterday. Really happy with what we've got, but I thought, right, we'll nip in. Looks like the sun may do something, it may not do something as things get darker. Nice fast lens, lots of black and white, because frankly for me, I like black and white by the seaside. It gives it that real sort of timeless feel. So that's what I'm doing. And well, hopefully you like a couple of shots that you've seen already. There'll be a lot more coming through the video and some more at the end as well. But yeah, we'll have a bit of a wander along the promenade, see what we can pick out, and I'll let you know what I think of the lens. So, first thing I'm noticing is it's taking me a little bit to get used to the distances. Obviously I'm normally used to either having a zoom on or I'm at 25mm doing streets, so yeah, something a little bit different, but getting used to it, and I'm seeing different things. Essentially sort of, I'm working much further away than I normally would, into the fact of, you know, just over there, that's actually a little bit too close to actually mess with. Somewhere over there actually would work quite well. So I might, yeah, sort of grab a few shots like that. There's a load of flies everywhere, which isn't ideal, but I'm getting around it fairly well. I think I'm not really catching too many in frame. But there's quite a few little features around. I'm just picking stuff out that's just catching my eye. Some lovely minimal scenes out with essentially all the boats going out on the Humber out to the North Sea. They're working quite well. And there's a few bits and bobs around. I'm doing a little bit of frame blocking as well. So running it, you know, wide open works quite well. See a lovely blurred foreground, with the features behind. Just gives it almost like a bit of negative space. I do quite like doing that. But yeah, carry on wandering, and we'll see what else sort of crops up, and see if I can get used to the focal length. There are some fantastic little abstract sort of scenes you can pick out as well. Just the sea is quite calm. It's been really breezy all day, but it's dying off lovely. So the ripples as they're coming in, they're quite nice. Like I say, everything's black and white. That's what I'm doing today. Just doing my usual thing. I'm shooting in colour. I'll convert to black and white. I'm seeing what I think will work in black and white. So just my usual thing. If you've not seen it, I'll put a link to the video up here and down in the description about why I shoot black and white. Better do that day out in Hull. Just talking you through what I see in black and white and how I do it, and why it becomes, you know, quite natural for me. But like I say, that's a completely different video. This one, we're out black and white by the sea, and essentially it's a classic old British seaside town. That's what we're looking at and what we're going to try and get out of it. So as far as that's sort of usability, the lens is great. It's like any other Olympus or omsystem lens. Had a bit of a look through sort of 100% crops. They look pretty clean. So I'm varying what I'm shooting at between f1.8, f8, and a fly just gone straight in my ear. Sorry about that. But hopefully these shots are going to come out quite nice, because there's a few little featurettes around. If we're at the seaside, I do two things when I'm at the seaside. One, avoid taking photographs of children, because frankly I don't think that's right at all. And I'll actually try and get a bit of a feel of what the sort of seaside's around. Like I said, this is quite sleepy at this end. The other end's very busy, so a bit of a difference as we go through it. But we'll basically come down to some kind of building. Looks like it could be a leisure centre. Gonna have a wander around here and start going back up the promenade into the busier section, where obviously we'll try and get a few more people, and obviously if the sun does start to play, there's a nice few little sort of shadows and stuff like that. So a few more shots coming up now, and we'll see what else is around. So why did I just buy this lens when I've got lenses that will do 45mm? I've got 12 to 50. That'll stick at 45mm. Yeah, it's quite a good street lens. Main thing I want is the speed. This is an f1.8, which means when the light gets lower, I've still got options. The other stuff starts at f3.5. Yeah, the 25mm are great, but you have got to get a little bit closer. So this was like an ideal option on there. If I could get a nice zoom that was as compact as this and as fast as this, yeah, brilliant. But yeah, a prime really at the minute is the only way to go. And I know that primes do restrict you a little bit, but it also gives you quite a lot to play with, because obviously you've got a bit of depth to it and being nice and fast. Yeah, it gives you more options when the light starts to drop, and you can really start playing with shadows and things like that without worrying about, oh, I'm going to bump it up ISO too high, anything like that. You don't worry about that at all. You can really play with it, and I'd say it just opens your options up. So another thing with this as well is the compactness of it, which if I got a zoom, you wouldn't actually get this level of compactness. Even though it's a particularly fast lens, because you've not got all the zoom in there, the size comes down, weight comes down, means it's quite nice to sort of handhold and wander around. To the point of, I'm just relying on the image stability in the OM1, because there's no sync IS or anything, and yeah, there's no problem at all. Even as the light's dropping down, I have no issues whatsoever, because it's that fast, your shutter speed's high enough, not a problem at all. So the sun's dropping, the kids are out in the cars. This is where having a fast lens comes in. We're in lower light, even though it doesn't look it on this, but so the video, it does voodoo things with light, but basically means we've got lights coming on, we've got some lovely colour in the sky, which will translate fantastic into black and white. You wouldn't have thought it would, but it really does. The pier type thing, which is basically just fish and chip shop, right over there, that I've been using for quite nice. There's a bit of a sort of background to different things. There's a few people around. It's not massively busy because it's Sunday night. It's ideal what we want. You don't want it completely in your face busy because you can't get what you really want out of it. You just end up sort of overloaded with people. You're just fighting through a crowd essentially. So yeah, it's quite nice. So it's busy enough to play with. Hopefully most of the kids have disappeared now, which is handy as well. So yeah, it gives us a few things to play with. And like I say, we're carrying down the prom now. Probably won't see too much video, a few bits of B-roll. But yeah, a couple of shots coming up now for you. So, although on the Osmo Pocket 3 it looks fairly bright, just over there the sun has gone down about 20 minutes ago. So it is quite dark now. We're basically running on street lighting and the lights of the promenade. But it's been quite a fun session for a bit of a first outing of the 45mm lens. I can see why people do hold this in high regard. It is a cracking little lens. Certainly running at the moment f1.8. I'm still running, well, let's just have a bit of a quick measure up. I'm still at a 50th of a second, which, with the stability in the OM1, that's not a problem at all. I'm not really sort of worrying about, I'm going to get some camera shake or anything like that. Like I say, you're running at 45mm, you're still above that 45mm range really for the shutter speed. Really I want to be at about a 50th minimum to make sure it's absolutely spot on. With the IS on this, it'll make it even better. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities that you can do with this thing. Would I advise you getting one? If you find one cheap enough, yes. Like I say, it is, from what I've looked at, stupidly sharp. We've got some really, really nice optics here. I think I've not seen any real sort of distortions or anything like that coming through. Fast, light, small, perfect little street setup, I think. Especially if you want to get that little bit of distance away from people and generally just play a little more but step back from the crowds, which works well for me. But I'm going to sort of wander off now, head back down to the van. There'll be some more shots coming up now. All of this is experimental. Like I said, this is black and white by the sea at 45mm. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have done, hit the like button, really helps the channel out. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. Really helps out and it's free of charge. And if you do want to give a little bit, check out my Ko-Fi page, or Ko-fi, Coffee, however you say it. Link's just down below now. And I'll say, if you give me a little bit, it'll help out with these little trips that we do, and obviously helps with making the content for you. But from quite a warm, summery type of Cleethorpes on the east coast of England, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Take care.
Hey, you couldn't see it coming. You might have thought it, but you couldn't change it. Hey, it's not right or wrong. It's about trying, find the silver lining. Rain and fire, highs and lows, you name it. Cold and warmth, laughs and cries, you have it. The world goes by, and by the time it does, you missed it. You didn't see it, flew by. 'Cause time's not waiting for me or you. You will miss it if you don't catch it in time. In time. Say yes rather than no. Don't let your fears lead. Light is at your feet. Yes, regret is worse than failing. Keep the loved ones close, close enough. Rain and fire, highs and lows, you name it. Cold and warmth, laughs and cries, you